Good morning. I'm Eddita here with you again today, and we're going to be talking about some other questions that people have about the process of paranormal investigations and about the process of psychic mediumship. So I'm going to reach into my basket here, and I'm going to pull out another question. And this question says, what do I do if I have a spirit in my home that doesn't feel friendly, but I have others that do feel friendly? My suggestion, and I believe this is from Marie, my suggestion, if you have a spirit in your home that doesn't feel friendly, but you have others that do, is to go ahead and do a cleansing in the home, and knowing that the spirits around you that love you are going to return, and the spirits that do not feel good to you, that aren't at the same vibration that you are, those spirits will not stay. Those spirits will go. The reason that spirit or spirits feel uncomfortable is because it isn't congruent with your vibrations, according to the law of attraction. And we won't get into the law of attraction right now, but so that would be my suggestion. The spirits, family spirits, will come back again. In fact, they probably will stay the entire time. With the cleansing, what happens is the spirits that are not in your highest and best and not congruent will move along. And for a cleansing, I recommend that you use a sage mist. A friend of mine makes the sage mist that I use down in Portland, and if anybody's interested, contact me on Frontiers of the Mind, my Facebook page, and I will give you her information. It has 3 different kinds of sage in it, which I really like, and it also has a Sea of Galilee infusion, and I find that not only does it clear, but it raises the vibration, calling in more highly advanced spirits and angels, and I like that. I don't just want to clear, I also want to raise the vibrations. You can use smudge, and I like to use smudge for cleansing, but I prefer to follow that up with the sage mist, which has the 3 kinds of sage oils in it. So that answers that question. This question says, how do you do what you do? Well, I have a finely tuned brain and central nervous system, and we all have unique brains and central nervous systems which work for each of us individually. We all have a certain amount of psychic ability when we are born. Depending on whether we use it or not, that amount of psychic ability will become greater as we grow older. Some of us who grew up in homes where such things were not accepted tended to push those kinds of abilities down, or perhaps we were just uncomfortable with those kinds of abilities because we didn't understand how they worked, and we may have thought they were scary. However, the ability is still there, and for those of us who are grown up, we now have the ability to fine-tune that psychic sense and to use it as what I like to call a power tool. Many young children these days have a lot of psychic abilities. In fact, I have classes for psychic children that I do in the summertime and on school vacations, because I have parents who call me and say, my son's afraid to sleep in his room because he says there's a ghost in there. And so I work with parents and children together to try to make that easier. I think it's a lot easier for children to learn how to accept their skills and train them, hone them, so that they can use them as power tools when they are children, rather than to wait until they're grown-ups. So that's how I do what I do. And thank you, and see you next time.